Hi friends, in our last tutorial, I promised you to bring some more machine input-output questions with some difficult questions. In the last tutorial, we have taken the example which includes only numbers. In this tutorial, we will take the examples which include numbers along with the characters. I would recommend you to watch the previous video first in order to understand some basics. You can watch the previous video by clicking here. I will upload some more difficult questions with difficult patterns. So in today's tutorial, following is an input, and if you observe, there are numbers and characters. The rearrangement pattern is as follows. Now, the first thing we need to do is to understand the pattern throughout the steps for the given input. In our input, the numbers and characters are arranged in a scrambled order. As we discussed in our previous video, in order to understand the pattern, just go to the last step. If you observe the last step, the words and numbers are placed alternately. The words are arranged in alphabetically descending order based on the first character in each words, and numbers are also arranged in ascending order in their respective places. Now, we need to find throughout the steps how many elements are arranged in each step for the given input. In order to understand that, watch this carefully. In our input, everything is in scrambled order, and throughout the steps from 1 to 6, they are being arranged. So in the first step, the first spot is filled with one of the words from the input C, which is the highest element from the given bunch of words from the input in terms of alphabetical order. All the other spots are filled in the same order just as in input. So in the first step, only one element from the input is moved. That is, from the bunch of given words, the highest word in terms of alphabetical order is placed in the first spot. Now, in the second step, the first spot will be the same as in step 1. In second spot, the lowest number from available numbers from the input is placed, and all the other elements are arranged in the same order as in step 1. So in this way, we can say that only one element is being arranged in each step in such a way that in one step, words are arranged in alphabetically descending order, and in the next step, numbers are arranged in ascending order. So in this way, we know the rearrangement pattern here and how many elements are being arranged in each step. Now we will go ahead and see the different type of examples based on the given input pattern. We already saw the types of questions in our previous video tutorial, so we are not going deep into that part in this lecture. So the first question here says, if the step 3 of an input is this, where step 3 is given as words and numbers arranged based on a pattern, then find out the input. 4 options are given and we have to find out which one is the correct one. So remember guys, in our previous tutorial we have already discussed this type of question where one step is given. In our case, step 3, we have to find out the input. So as discussed there, it is not possible to find an input if any particular step is given despite knowing the pattern. So here the answer is D, can't be determined. Now let's move ahead with the second question. The question says, find out the last step for the below given input, and the input is given as this. 4 options are given and we have to find out the correct one. We have also discussed this type of questions in our last tutorial where an input is given and we need to find out the last step. So you don't have to waste your time in finding each step to get to the last one. We know the pattern here, right? That is, the words and numbers are arranged in such a way that they are placed alternately, and words are arranged in alphabetically descending order and the numbers are arranged in ascending order with their respective places. So write down the input first, and the first spot will be filled with a word and it will be the highest one in terms of alphabetical order. So it's C. The second spot will be filled with a number, that too with the lowest one among the available numbers from the input. So it's 9. The third spot will be a word and the highest one from the remaining words from input, that is not. The fourth spot will be the next lowest number from the available numbers from input, that is 39. In the same manner, the other elements will be arranged according to the pattern is like this. So this is the last step. Compare it with our options and you'll find the D is the correct answer. The next question says, how many steps are required to complete the arrangement? And the input is given as this. Again, 4 options are given and we need to find out which one is the correct one. In order to find the number of steps required to complete the arrangement for the given input, we need to find each step. If you go by the pattern for step 1, find the highest word according to alphabetical order from the bunch of words from input, and that is near. Put it in the first spot in step 1 and the rest places will be filled with the elements in the same order as in input. Now if you have pen and paper, just draw a box around near in input and underline the word near in step 1. Second step, the first spot will be the same as step 1. Find the lowest number from the step 1, that is 23, and put it in the second spot in step 2. And the rest of the spots will be filled with the elements in the same order as in step 1. In the step 3, the first and second spot will be the same as in step 2. Find the highest word in terms of alphabetical order from the remaining words from step 2, that is gone. Put it in the third spot in step 3. But here, if you observe, the word gone is already in the third spot in step 2 itself. So what we will do here is, we will move ahead to fill the fourth spot in step 3 itself. So find the lowest number from the remaining numbers from step 2, which is 37. Put it in the fourth spot in step 3, and the rest of the elements will be in the same order as in step 2. So if we go through the same pattern, we can easily find step 4 and step 5, which will be the last step. So we can see that 5 steps are required to complete the arrangement. So C5 is the correct answer. Now the next question is, if the step 4 of an input is where the step 4 is given as follows, how many more steps will be required to complete the rearrangement? The solution for this question is quite similar to the third one. Here step 4 is given as this, and in order to find out the number of remaining steps, we will find out each of these remaining steps. So first we will find out how many elements are already arranged in the given step 4. So if you observe, 2 of the words near and month are already arranged in descending order in the respective spots, and the numbers 15, 22 are also arranged in ascending order in the respective places. So first 4 elements are already arranged as per the pattern. I will change the color for them. To get the next step, find the highest word from the remaining words from the given step 4, which is no. Put it in the 5th spot in the next step, that is step 5, and all the remaining elements will be in the same order as in step 4. Now find the lowest number from the remaining numbers from step 5, which is 32. Put it in the 6th spot, and the rest of the numbers will be in the same order as in step 5. So the final arrangement will be like this in the step 6. Now only remaining elements are the last 2, 10 and 45. If you observe, they already got arranged in this step itself automatically. So no more steps are required to complete the pattern. So only 2 more steps are required to complete the rearrangement for given step 4. B2 is the correct answer. So now you know the drill, how to get the first step, the last step, second last step, or any other particular step. Here I am giving you some examples to try by yourself. So solve these 3 questions based on the pattern. If you face any issues, please comment in the below comment box. I will revert it to you. I hope you like this tutorial. Keep sharing it. Provide your valuable comments in the below comment box, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you.